Greetings, y'all. I just wanted to flow through some spaces real quick for you and paint a picture. A beautiful picture. Picture of you and a picture of me. So here we go. Life is but an endless form of creativity. Within the realm of the imagination, the heart, and our hands, and what we can so do. We were created as creators. So we were born to create and flow forth our arts and gifts and talents. So don't be afraid to trust this great unknown because it is known within the space of grace, of welcoming, embrace, and love for all. Now, that's a very powerful space. Now, there are other spaces that exist. Sometimes you may cross paths with the old spirit replete with wisdom, aka the old English spelling of demon, which is distinctly different than our modern day spelling, but nonetheless, yes, there are many beings of immense wisdom out here, but what you do with that wisdom and how you enact that reflects of the space that you're coming from. So yeah, I may have conversed with a lot of different spirits out here of what many people would paint upon a negative light, but the point is you can have that knowledge and information, but choose not to tap into it for wrongdoing. So it's just like Christ said, be as wise as a serpent, but harmless as a dove. So the dove was the notion of peace and a picture of this great spirit of grace and love. So wise as a serpent means that you have the wisdom of the serpent, but you don't enact the fangs. I'm not saying that you can't do that. You can choose to do that. That's your prerogative. We have free will. You can do whatever you want to do. Yet all things have their own repercussions. There is a natural law and order to things, both of the physical and spiritual plane. So in grace is the true freedom to fly through all of those spaces and beyond. And that's the space that I really enjoy. But have fun with it. Explore, learn, grow. Don't define and label yourself and close yourself off into some narrow little box. Go beyond it. There's always more. And the more that we go forth, the more we grow forth, we expand even more until we're in ever broadening circles that envelop the whole world and cosmos and beyond of things seen and unseen. So have fun with it all. It is like a giant playground. And it's really up to you of what you so choose to do. But do it with joy. And how do you do it with joy? Well, have fun within this great mystery of life as it so reveals itself to you again and again within each moment that so meets and greets us. Because the more that you're you and the more that I'm me, we can all come together and see just what there is yet to be. For there's more than anything we've ever seen before. And I look forward to discovering those things with all of you. So let's get to exploring, let's get to creating and crafting. Let's work these arts together. Because that's where two or more are gathered. You know what I'm saying? If all it takes is two people to make an agreement and bam, manifestation. And there's plenty more of us than just two. Because I have two inside of myself. Ultimately one. Don't take anybody's notions for what your experience should so be. There are a lot of things out here that have been labeled in ways that aren't true to the greater reality beneath it. It's funny because somewhere along the line, somebody did a little sleight of hand, switching them action, good being painted as evil, evil being painted as good, whether in the realm of physicality or spirituality. But that's I guess, lesson for another time. The point is we can reframe and re-reference things with the positive spin And that, therefore, that kind of eliminates, not kind of, it actually does eliminate the negative connotations that have been associated with the usage of, whether it be words, whether it be plants, whether it be beings, whether are physical beings or spiritual beings. There's a lot of things to dissect through, and I enjoy doing that because it's what I'm drawn to do, both of the self and others. But it's a natural occurrence, because as the spirit of love flows through us and grows through us, those other things either drop off or they change notion. So, with all things being energetic, hey, you may have a great power and immensity in yourself. It's just been locked in spaces that weren't so good. So free that, and then that energy flows forth and springs out for good. Get what I'm saying? Anyways, just a brief little snippet of ideas and stuff. But I do see on an ecumenical level of the interweaving together of the fabric of all, because we should honor and cherish our uniqueness and giftings that we all individually have. And I'm all about freedom and liberation. And hey, you are as you are, I am as I am, we all are as we all are. And we each retain that unique individuality and right to be as we are. Yet we can all still come together within that greater space of grace and allowing the room and love for another to be as they are. Nobody has to be like the other person. That's the beauty of it all. We're all individually and uniquely and created, fearfully and wonderfully made. So, let's roll with that space. Let's roll with grace, because there's room enough for all of us in here. And that's what I love about it. That's what I love about you. It's the plan that includes everybody, regardless of how you choose to label or define yourself. Nobody's rejected. Everybody's accepted. That's the spirit of love. So let's discover, let's create. Brainstorm and bounce off your ideas from me, because see, I absorb these things like seeds in my soul. And who's to know who waters and grows and so on and so forth. But the point is I like to take on the whole picture and see, okay, well, how can these things come to be? And the more we come together, the more we speak, the more we share, and share our dreams of what we want this world to be, the closer we get to bringing those things about. Because it's within every moment of now that so greets us. And we can manifest and make anything that we so wish and or desire. There's nothing to stop us. Again, nothing's impossible. Obstacles aren't obstacles, they're only stepping stones. Challenges are but greater lessons of growth. So we can arise to meet and overcome anything, regardless of how it may appear on the outside. It's the spirit within that has already prevailed and will prevail. So let's roll in the spirit of love together as one, for we are one.